What's up, visionaries? I want to talk to you guys today about being your own person and own individual. See, social media is a tool that can be used broadly for a bunch of different people if you're somebody who is trying to make changes in your life. This video is going to be talking about how you need to be utilizing AI in ChatGPT and Cloud, Grok, Gemini, whichever ones they are. For years, on my short form content, I have been telling people that whether you like it or not, the AI stuff is going nowhere, right? And I want you to realize, and I'm talking about this is when it was Facebook. I wasn't really big on YouTube. I wasn't really big on like content creation. I just currently now doing it because I feel like a lot of people, they are losing hope. And I understand why people are losing hope. I mean, these devices, it's a propaganda machine. There's tons of media. It's going to be pulling you in different directions. And this is why you need to have an understanding on who you are as a person, right? And then so what I'm saying is that Gemini is free. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I prefer Gemini is because as a business owner, and no, I don't just have a business teaching people how to do cryptocurrency. My life is actually a testimony of like people believe that lifestyle content, like when people have like the jets, the Lambos, and all this other stuff, they think that's a lifestyle that is the only way that you can have success. They think that the personalities and the personas that you see on social media is the only thing. I have faceless accounts where I just post investing content, and I don't even share those handles because I understand that social media is the matrix. A lot of people don't want to believe it, but I could sit there, and if I wanted to, there's certain things when I put my face behind it, and I do social experiments all the time. I'm not going to act like I'm holier or mightier than anybody else. I'm someone who does social experiments all the time. The thing that I want you to start realizing is that when you look at content creators, right, and then especially the people who grow, like there's some things that I can see that's blatantly designed to trigger an emotion and a response out of you because people like social media because they feel like they can get their opinion and their voice out. Mike, what does this have to do with me using AI? See, this has everything to do with it because people argue all the time whether it's actually AI or not, when in fact, you shouldn't care if it's technically AI or not unless you are in the space. This is why I'm constantly always talking about and telling people that many of you are too lazy in order to do anything to change your life, right? Like you can see you're more concerned about AI being a bubble than it is than AI being a bubble than an opportunity for you to get a better job, right? You're more concerned about whether or not data centers are wasting waters, right? And now you want to be some kind of environmentalist. And let me tell you, I'm an environmentalist, but I'm one actively. I reduce my consumption. I recycle all my plastic goods. I wash them out. The reason why you would hear on the internet that I heard that 90% is recycled and isn't even used. Did you know that's because you're not washing it and cleaning it before you recycle it? And there's processes when you're operating heavy machinery, right? When you are operating heavy machinery, the teeth that it takes to grind and tear down these things, if you have pasta sauce, oils, cheeses, and things like that, it begins to ruin the production of the machine. That's why when someone's sorting the recycling, they just throw it away. It's not the recycling company that is the reason why that you don't get to like why 90% of it is going in the garbage. It's your fault. This goes into you're too lazy to make the changes. I don't have time to clean the peanut butter out the jar. It's a waste of water. Most of the Western world is wasting water. Going to a water park is a waste of water. But people are so selfish in the crabs in the barrel mentality, as long as it serves them, it's not a big deal. This goes for even the most altruistic person you see on the internet. As long as it serves them, no one realizes that there's servers for cloud storage. Amazon Web Service already had data centers. What they're doing is expanding it. What you're seeing now is expanding it. You were comfortable when it was small, but now they talk about using more of it because that's what a capitalistic society is supposed to do. So now let's get into why you need to use AI. I've been telling you over and over again that no matter how much you believe that you're going to avoid AI, it's going to be forced upon you because you are not a decision maker. You don't choose how your cell phone service is provided. There's only like 3 or 4 main telecommunications companies. There's not very many cloud services. There's Apple, Google, Amazon Web Service, and then I think maybe Microsoft One, right? You're not a decision maker in how those things happen. Many of you aren't even shareholders financially. The things that you're arguing about, you don't even believe in it. You don't walk like it. And this what goes back to my life. See, I don't share my entire world on social media because I don't like people like that. I don't like strangers to come in and think that because I put a video out and they see maybe my kid, my wife, my home, wherever it's at, that they feel like they can tell me what I should do. And see, people don't, it's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. This is what I'm talking about. That many people don't realize that you like the idea of government and laws and policy to control other people because you don't know how to be free yourself. And this is what I'm trying to tell people constantly all the time, the crabs in the bucket mentality. You have sometimes here's something that's really funny. Sometimes I conveniently misplace dashes just to see if people comment on the post being written by AI. Because I didn't use AI to write the post, I just used something that people who are low vibrational and have no context, they don't even understand what the M dash is because people don't read books anymore. This is the point that I'm making. You don't read books. Everything you do is audio, podcast, short form content, and then you wonder why you're being psychologically manipulated. You need a hook. You need someone to hold stacks of money up in your face to get you to react because you're dead inside. And I know that sounds offensive. I don't want people around me who need you to speak nice to them because we're past that now. You have to understand people want to be outraged about social issues when you should be outraged at how you're being socially experimented on through technology for your own convenience. So if you know that, right? See, I'm on social media because I understand that in my businesses, I have products, services that need attention to find consumers. Most consumers are on the internet, whether it be consuming cat videos, dog videos, OnlyFans creators, investment, whatever it is, while people are doom scrolling, if you want your business to grow, the best thing that you should be doing is posting on this device that's completely free. And then the crabs in the bucket gets the idea that everything is monetized. Even the thing you don't believe is monetized is being monetized because the girl who doesn't have a link in her bio or a guy, I'm not trying to make this gender specific or whatnot, or whatever is the proper term. And then so I want you to understand that a lot of people don't realize that even the content creator, you're a slave to the algorithm if that's all you do. I don't want your money. Every day you wake up, then you start crying to the guy on Instagram about your engagement all the time. And what you don't realize is that maybe after, if your content is based around delivering news, which all it is just a bunch of stuff that really doesn't matter. Who cares if Ghislaine Maxwell was a Mossad agent, right? It's like the flat earth thing. Let's just say that the earth is flat. And this is where many of you are so asleep at the wheel, right? And you don't even realize that there's going to be people who's going to comment on this video, right? This is why it's the Matrix. Because they think that I'm not watching the road because the camera is pointing at me while I'm driving and talking. I can still see the cars over here, the cars over there, and everything else. Nothing is just what you've seen. A lot of people feel like they're helping. It's not safe for you to do that. And it's the sweetest people. There's people who tell me not to cuss all the time. I don't cuss all the time, but I'm not going to let some complete stranger who I don't know. And then realistically, if you don't care if a doctor cuss all the time, you don't know the political beliefs of your doctor when you're sick, you don't care. You want them to render the service that you want them to provide. That's why I don't care about politics. I'm like, you don't care about politics? Yeah. Because if you knew what I voted for, we probably wouldn't be friends, or we might be even better friends. Who knows? The thing is I'm going to judge you as a person. Do I even want to spend my time? Do I want to align myself with you? See, this is things that you need to understand. See, if you don't use this AI stuff, it gives you the ability, right, to do things that you couldn't do. And no, it's not right, but it's a good start The thing that I like most about AI is not having to click through ads all the time. Now, maybe or not that's coming because I just want the information. I know how to read. I don't need a paywall, right? I don't need a paywall to read an article. I'll take the summarization and then I'll use other data points that I use to get a better synopsis. Like I use, what did you say? Oh, what's the source? Like I click to see what the source is on AI. You have that ability. See, there's people who are just so lazy, and that's what people want to know. That's what it is. So I just wanted to make this quick video, guys, that you guys need to start engaging with AI. Use it to, you don't have to put your literal finances in, use it as a framework to get a start, right? And then consult with someone, a human that's a professional, right? How much does it cost? What's the average cost in the state of Florida to get drywall done? Go look, then go call some people in the real world, not just AI, and argue with someone that you saw in ChatGPT. And then what I want you to realize is then call and get a quote and then ask them, what are things that I need for this specific thing? You need to learn how to negotiate to save money so you can invest in crypto. Well, guys, if you like this video, let me know what you think wrong. Argue with me in the comments. Tell me what I could do better. Of course, you can comment on the color of my skin. Anything else that you want. Engagement is engagement in the matrix, and it pushes me through the algorithm, but I do take people who engage seriously. You guys have a great day.